it's your girl Jasmine, and I'm back for another video. So today we're going to continue our high school to college series, and today's topic is going to be pros and cons of being an out-of-state student. Okay, so if you guys know correctly, then you know I am from Florida, Jacksonville to be specific, but I go to school at North Carolina. I attend North Carolina A&T State University in Greensboro, North Carolina. So I am 6 hours away from home. So being 6 hours away from why am I always doing it? Anyways, but being 6 hours away from home is a big distance. So being out of state is not easy. So I'm gonna get to tell you guys a bit about relationships and should you do it, my experiences, the things that you're gonna go through if you do decide to be an out of state student, like the feeling, the emotion, the mindset that you have to have, all the things you need to do to be a comfortable out of state student, because it can really suck and it'll make you want to go back home. So if you guys want to know all of these different things, then just keep on watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so close. I'm like 30 away. I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I love talking to you guys on my different social medias. I love talking to you guys on my Snapchat, everything. I love you guys so much. It doesn't even make sense. I'm just so happy that I can make it to 1,000. I've only been on YouTube for probably a good 6 months, and I'm already almost at 1,000. So please hit that subscribe button and help me get to 1,000. I'm so excited because I have so many big things coming that you guys just are, it's gonna blow your guys' mind. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Well, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and follow me on all my social medias. As always, I'll have them posted in the video and below. So if you want to continue watching this video about the pros and cons of being an out-of-state student, then keep watching and let's get into the video. Okay, so if you're watching this, then you are contemplating on being an out-of-state student. So being an out-of-state student pretty much means that you're going to a school that's not in the state that you went to high school at. So out-of-state is very difficult. It can be difficult. It doesn't have to be difficult, but it can be difficult. You really have to make friends, because being here, if you go somewhere out of state, if you go in state, you instantly have somebody you know. Going out of state, you most likely ain't gonna know nobody. Like if you know people, you're lucky. But most of the time, 10 times out of 10, you don't know nobody. So you're going to this new environment, this new city you know zero about, and you gotta meet all these people who are different, who have grown up and went to different high schools, different customs, and then just college period has people from everywhere. So people who've been raised so much differently than you, things like that. So, and different lingos, everything like that. So I have my certain Jacksonville lingos that I have, like my things that I say, green, jit, things like that. But you know, people up in North Carolina say stuff like ski and gars. Well, no, gars is the normal thing. Ski, what is, instead of saying hi, they say their, shell. They say their shell. I've never heard that a day in my life. They be like, we're shell as fuck. Like, what? So, all different type of, you meet all different type of people. So my experience with coming out of state, when I came here, I instantly clicked with my roommate, and we were very cool. Down the road, I would end up getting beef with her and people that I made friends with, and so I ended up getting beef with my roommate, and not even beef with my roommate, friends that me and my roommate made. We had beef, and it made me have to move, and so I wasn't close with my roommate that I met in the first couple weeks of the year. So first couple weeks of the year. So I lost those friendships. So now I only have Naila. Naila's my only friend. So I spent my whole first semester, I was here with one friend, and I didn't go out very much. And like only time I would go out was if Jada would come in town. And like I didn't do much. I did my homework and I came back in my room and I laid my ass down. So I had a pretty horrible experience my first semester. So now I'm in my second semester. In my first semester, I was homesick, I was depressed, I just wanted to be with my boyfriend. I just wanted to be with my mom. I just wanted to be with my grandma. I wanted to be with my best friend. I wanted to be with my friends. They were all in Tallahassee. I was so homesick. Like, I would sit on Snapchat and I'll watch all my friends at FAMU having so much fun, and I'm just like, I want to be there. I don't want to be here. And I hated A&T. I hated A&T with a passion. Like, I hated it. Like, I just wanted to leave. So my second semester came and I was planning to get the fuck out of here. I was planning to transfer. I was like, fuck A&T. But I made friends with this guy named Carter. I made friends with him, and he's from my city. And lately he's been introducing me to a lot of people, and then I ended up meeting my friends Asia and Lexi, and we just clicked. Like, as soon as I met Asia, me and her clicked. And so now, guess what? I'm not transferring. I just signed the lease on my first apartment here. I'm moving in with Asia and Lexi. We're all gonna get an apartment together. I signed my first lease, so I'm actually staying. I'm gonna be living in Greensboro instead of living in a dorm. I'll be living in my own apartment. So be ready for the film and change. Oh yes, it's gonna be popping. Yes, but yeah. So that was a definite. It's a definite thing. If you're gonna go out of state, so that's my first point. If you're gonna come out of state, then make sure you get involved in school. I was not involved my first semester. Like, I was not involved at all. I wasn't in any clubs. I wasn't going to that many events like that. I wasn't speaking to people. Like, I had to, like, and from where I'm from, you don't just go up to people like, hey, I'm Jasmine, and what's your name? And I want to get to know you. Let's be friends. What's your number? You're cute. Like, you can tell a bitch she's pretty, but other than that, like, she gonna keep on walking. She gonna tell you thank you and keep walking with her day. Like, she's not gonna try and become your buddy. So, like, I'm not used to that. So I'm not used to having to go up to somebody and being like, hi, I'm Jasmine. What's your name? Let's be friends. I've never had to experience. I've never done that ever. So me coming here, people were just like, you gotta just do it. Like, so I have to learn to get into that mindset to just introduce myself to somebody, because somebody I might introduce myself to one day might become my bestest friend, like Naila. I introduced myself, we bonded over YouTube, and now she's one of my closest friends here. So it's just what you gotta do. You gotta get yourself accustomed. I would recommend trying to be a part of student government, student activities groups, anything. Get part of a club, meet people. Because Carter, like, being an SGA was a great thing for him, because now he knows everybody. Carter is Mr. Popular. He's our vice president for the freshman class. Like, he's known. I wish I would have done SGA, because I probably would have been having the time of my life right now. You know what I mean? And so he definitely did what I should have did. So learning one thing, I would say, if you're gonna be out of state, then definitely go and get accustomed to the campus and meet people. Meet people. Meet as many people as possible, so you won't be homesick, because you made all your great friends and you don't want to leave your great friends, because y'all having the time of your lives and have this great college experience. So now moving on to relationships. Okay, so long distance relationships are very common with out-of-state students when they first get here. Everybody says, oh, dump them, you're not gonna stay together, you guys are gonna break up by the first 2 months. Now, I am in a long distance relationship right now. Me and my boyfriend, Anthony, we have been together for about going on 9 months. What's today? Yeah, it'll be 9 months in like 2 weeks. Wow. Yeah, so we've been together for 9 months. I met him right before I came to A&T, actually. Literally, when the summer was almost over and I was about to go to school, I was talking to somebody. I ended it. Like, I was done with him. I was done with everything that had to do with him, because I was just like, he was a really shitty person. Like, he wasn't my boyfriend or anything like that, but we were just talking a lot. We talked very deeply on and off for a long period of time. And he was a real shithead. He was a fuck boy. And if he watches this, or any of his friends watches, yes, he was a fuck boy. He was a big fuck boy. And I was stuck on him for a very long time, but I had to realize I was a badass bitch, and like, I could find better, and I did. I found a boyfriend. I had swore off boys. I was like, fuck niggas. I'm not gonna talk to nobody else until I get to college. And I can be single in college. I'm gonna be single in college. I'm gonna be single in college. I met my boyfriend a week later. We started texting and like, I was like, this is the person I want to be with. No. We were texting, everything was cool. We went on our first date and I was like, this is the person I want to be with. Like, I don't want to leave him. Like, where are you gonna go? And so me and him, we just spent the rest of my summer and the rest of the time I was here. And the rest of the time I was in Jacksonville, we just spent it together and it was amazing. And I love him so much. And now we're together. We have had some ups and downs, honey. Like, honey, it's a lot. But it's possible to be in a long distance relationship. It definitely is, but you have to do it with somebody that you love and care about and feel like you could not be without them. No matter what distance, you just know you can't be without them. And that's how I feel about Anthony. Like I can't be with, I want him in my life, and I don't want to know a life without him. At least at this moment right now, I just don't. So it's definitely gotta be with someone you feel like is worth your time. You have to have trust. You have to have communication. So definitely 2 huge keys is trust and communication. If you can't trust somebody, you gotta have a location, and you gotta have a text messages connected to your phone, and you gotta be searching through this Snapchat and that Snapchat and the third to make sure your nigga not cheating on you, leave his ass alone. If every time he calling you, he accusing you and saying you doing this and saying you doing that and accusing you, requiring you to say him this, and the third, not letting you go nowhere, leave that nigga alone. If y'all not talking every day, y'all feel like y'all communication ain't working, like y'all just not getting it together, and it just won't get together. Like, because communication just cannot, like, bad communication is unhealthy, but it doesn't have to break up a relationship. It can be fixed. And if it's not getting fixed, leave that nigga alone. So how I see it is, you have to be wise. If you've been with a person for 4 years, I would say you have to talk to your partner, period. You have to talk to your partner. You have to talk to your partner. You have to talk to them and be like, is this something you want to do? We're only going to do this if you're going to be faithful. We're going to make this work. We're not going to be stressing each other out, because you can't have no nigga back 6 hours away stressing you out while you're sitting here stressed out about a paper and 2 speeches you got to write. You know what I mean? And you got to go to this club meeting, and you got to eat, and you got to try and work out a little bit, and you got to go and call your mama and call all these people. You know, you get overwhelmed, and so you want to have a support system in your boyfriend. If your boyfriend is another burden, leave him alone. So what I would say is definitely talk to your partner and figure out if that's what you want to do, because at the end of the day, if someone loves you, and if you love someone enough, you'll be able to let them go, and if they really are yours, they will come back, honey. I promise you they will. So I wouldn't say swear off long distance relationship, because I've been one and we're fine. We have our ups and downs, we do, but we're fine. We're still together. So, I'm surprised my damn self that we're still together, because everybody was putting in the air that we was not gonna be together. Everybody was saying y'all gonna break up. Everybody was telling us. Everybody was doubting us. Like, we had like one huge breakup that, like, I really felt like we was about to really be done. But we had to get together and be like, I love you. You love me. I was like, I don't want to lose you. And we made it work. So it's gotta be with someone who giving that 50-50, making them want to work with you. You can't be giving you 100% and they don't want to make it work as much as you do. You gotta be 100%. Both of y'all gotta be 100%. It's gotta be 50-50, period. Relationships are 50-50, no matter if you're 60 feet away or 6 hours away. Like, period. So I wouldn't say swear them off. A lot of people would tell you to swear them off, but I don't. So I support it. Just make sure it's with the right person, because you gonna stress yourself out dealing with somebody who you can't trust, you can't communicate with, and you gonna waste your whole first semester dealing with a nigga, and when you could have found somebody new. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. You're gonna be homesick. Very homesick. So I'm like, you're gonna be homesick. I don't care if you having the time of your life out here. You're gonna get homesick at some point. You're gonna miss your mama. You're gonna miss your grandma. You're gonna miss somebody. back home, you're gonna miss somebody. Cause I know I used to cry like a lot. Like I used to call my mom and say, "Mommy, I miss you." I used to miss my mama. I used to miss my grandma. I miss my boyfriend so much. But as soon as you get home, you get back into those arms of those people, and everything's great for like 3 days. And then you're ready to take your ass back to school. I put on money. You're gonna be happy at home for like 3-4 days. And then you're gonna be ready to go back home. You'll be like, I want my own space back. They're getting on my nerves. Why did I wanna come home in the first place? Like, you're gonna get on your last nerve and you're gonna be ready to come back. So just keep in mind that you got a goal. When you're out of state and you're down and out and you're ready to drop out and go home, just think about your goal. I feel like every student in college, period, should have goals in their mind to keep them going. So what I say is get your goals, write them down, and when you're down and out and you're ready to let it all go, when you're ready to just forget it all and just drop out and just give up, you read those goals and you say them out loud and you say, I'm strong, I'm here, and I need to make my family proud. I need to make myself proud. I need to do it for myself. Forget everything. I need to do it for myself. I came here for a reason, and that reason is to excel, be perfect, be great. You have to go and you have to really strengthen yourself. You picture your career. What I do is I like to, when I'm down and out and I just really just am like, fuck all this shit, like I just really want to give it up, I go and I think about what I want my life to be in 6 years. I want to have me a Range Rover with my Louis Vuitton purse and my red bottles and my cute outfit, living wherever, just bomb as fuck with my boyfriend. And we're in this big old house, not a big old condo apartment or this big old house or whatever, married with a big old rock on my finger. Wait, is this the right hand? I think it's this hand. Married with a big old rock on my finger, and my boyfriend being a surgeon, and me having my big old rock on my finger, and we getting ready to have kids and be happy for the rest of our lives. That's what I see. I picture what I want my life to be in 6 years, and you should too. Make your goals, write them down, give yourself a power statement, whatever you need. Look in the mirror and just be like, I'm strong. Hit that to help on them. You is smart, you is kind, you is important. You gotta hit them with all that. Just to get yourself in that right mindset, because being in college is hard. Them nights when you hungry, them nights when you up till 3 in the morning doing a paper, it's just doing homework, anything, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you're gonna make connections with people you would have never made if you would have stayed home and stayed in your state. You're gonna make connections, you're gonna meet people, you're gonna get to come into a whole new environment and be accustomed to a whole new place that you wouldn't be accustomed to. And so it gives you an extra, I feel like it gives you a little extra, because you get to say, I done lived here, I done did it, I understand the people around here. So now you understand the work world of the state you're from, because you should understand the work world of the state you're from just because you live there. And then you won't understand the work world of another state because you're gonna live there for 4 years and then had to work your butt off to be the best you can be. And so I think that's about it. So the pros of being the pros. So I'm gonna kind of give it overall, and I think I can end it out like that. So the pros of being a out-of-state student. The pros is you're gonna meet new people from a completely different environment that you're not used to. You get to stay out of trauma from back home because nobody really knows you, so you ain't got beef with nobody when you first get out here, or at least you shouldn't. You get to have a whole new environment. You get to have pretty much a fresh start and get to, expand your horizon, have a new horizon out here. And then the cons would definitely be the tuition. Yeah, that can really stress you out, the tuition. So I would definitely say scholarships. Try your hardest to find them. I'm not gonna lie to you and say there's money everywhere, because there isn't, but I will work my ass off to find as little and as much as you possibly can. If they give you $5, bitch, accept it. I'm just being honest, accept it. So yeah, definitely work for what you want. Con, so yeah, tuition is a con. Traveling is a con, because I know being here one time I was trying to be traveling, because I know one time I was trying to go home and there was a hurricane back home, and so my flight got canceled and I had to go to Tampa, and my parents had to pick me up from Tampa and take me back to Jacksonville. So I know it can be hard going. I know a con can be if you're not used to the weather wherever you're going, because I'm not used to snow, I'm not used to it always being cold. If it's below 70, it's freezing to me. It feels like Antarctica to me, because I'm used to Florida weather. It's hot all the time, no matter what. I don't own winter clothes. I've never owned a pair of Uggs, because I don't feel like I needed Uggs back home, because you can wear them for like a day. So I've never needed winter clothes. I've always made my spring and summer clothes turn into winter clothes by throwing a sweater on. Like, it's nothing. Now you're gonna have actual winter clothes to be prepared. So the con can be if you're not weather adjusted, traveling, tuition. A con can be just not knowing nobody, because if you don't, if you had and not knowing nobody and going to a school, that a con can be going to a school where they don't really give you chances to meet a lot of people, or they don't do very much to help you meet people, so you don't meet that many people. So a con can definitely be not knowing anybody. So just make sure you get to know people. But overall, I would not steer anybody away from going out of state. I have been back and forth with this whole thing. Like, maybe if you would have called me like a month ago, I'd been like, don't you take your ass out of state, stay home, don't go nowhere. But now, you know, I don't really adjust it, and I would do it. You have to really process it and think it out and make sure you can handle it. But it's possible, it's workable, you can do it. I would not steer you away at all. So yeah, good luck to all you hopeful out-of-state students. If you have any questions about North Carolina A&T, make sure you hit me. I know I'm gonna tag NCNT 21 children in this, so if you're watching this, DM me on Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. I'll talk to you guys about A&T. I actually have a video that I'm gonna film this week on should you or should you not come to NCNT, and I'm gonna have 2 guests with me on that video as well, talking about it, just not having just my opinion for once, but have multiple people's opinions. So check out for that video. I think that's gonna be a great video. But other than that, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. As always, ask me any questions in the comments, any questions, comments, concerns. You know, I'm always here to talk to you guys. I'm always open. Make sure you guys subscribe. Please get me to 1,000. It would be so amazing to wake up tomorrow and have 1,000 subscribers. It would be great. So I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.